talk about entrepreneurs now. Minnesota entrepreneurs, inventors, and innovators are all competing in the 10th annual Minnesota Cup competition. And joining us with more is Executive Director of the Minnesota Cup, Melissa Kjolsing, and two entrepreneurs sitting right next to us, Jeff Freeland Nelson and Manny Vannavong. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
This is the coolest thing. I can't believe I've never heard of this, but I'm not an entrepreneur. So tell us a little about the Minnesota Cup and how big this thing really is, Melissa.
Yeah, so it's a statewide new venture competition that started in 2005. It's free for the entrepreneur to enter, and that's really big because we don't want to limit the barrier to entry, because entrepreneurs tend to be putting all of their money into their products and their new ideas.
So when you say a statewide venture, and is it about inventions? Is it about innovation? So making a product better? Is it all of those things?
Yep, it's about innovation, and we're really looking for the next breakthrough business idea.
So this is a long process, yes. I'm guessing, because there's a lot of money involved here, right?
Yes. So it starts in March, concludes in September, and our semifinalists are competing for over $300,000 in prize money.
So it is significant. Jeff, tell us about your invention. Is it called the Yaxo? Is that
right? Yaxo.
Yaxo, right here.
So Yaxo is a creative building set. It's all about teaching kids sort of basic engineering principles, getting them involved creatively with these links that look like Y's, O's, and X's, and they connect together, and then any place there's an X connection, you can add an
L connection.
Toilet paper tube.
Oh!
So it's about getting kids to think about their world as a place full of raw materials to make their own toys.
So you're sitting watching some kids one day, playing with some toys. How does this come to you, or is this something that, are you an idea guy? Are you one of these innovators?
Well, you know, my first qualification for inventing toys is that I'm a dad.
Right.
So certainly a lot of
the best qualification, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I worked hard on that one. And it was really difficult for me to get to this point where, you know, I wanted to give my kids my experience, which was playing with tubes and boxes and tape and stuff and inventing my own toys. And I felt like the toys that they were getting, first, you know, they were plastic junk, a lot of them. And then they were really anti-creative. And I wanted my kids to have creative toys to inspire them.
So is it difficult to get this to the marketplace? Is that why you joined something like the Minnesota Cup then? Is that what helped you get there?
Yeah, one of the things I've learned as the founder of a startup is that everything is hard.
Yeah.
There's really nothing easy. And the Minnesota Cup is huge for us because what it's really going to do is give us access to a lot of brain power, a lot of really, really smart people, a lot of entrepreneurs who are going to help us take it to the next level. And then, of course, cash being oxygen for a startup, there's always that too.
All right, Manny, you have a whole basket of jerky
I
here.
do.
So what makes your jerky, I mean, because, you know, we go to the store and the gas station, you see them everywhere.
Right.
So you probably said there's a better way to do something, or tell us a little bit about how this got.
Our company started 4 years ago with a husband and wife team in the kitchen in Northeast Minneapolis. So it was a way to share their aunt's homemade beef jerky with the wider audience. It's made using the traditional recipe and technique found primarily in the Southeast Asian country. In Laos, Thailand, and Cambodia. Our jerky is a little sweeter, softer in texture, and much more flavorful, as we like to say it. Some have referred to our product as a meat candy, and it is very much like so. Not quite as unique as a product in itself, but unique in flavor. So we're available now. We have 4 flavors on the market. We have original, lemongrass, spicy, and native Lao.
And it's interesting, and did you sell that then, that it is cultural, that you're carrying on a tradition? Is that one of the selling points, where this is something that obviously you're not going to get at the gas station?
Right. So we're a little bit more gourmet than what's found in the gas station. And it is part of our unique trait, and our uniqueness to our brand is that it follows the traditional techniques and the traditional recipe that we are known for and grew up eating from in our mom's kitchen.
That's so neat. There's such different kinds of things. And Melissa, I'm guessing the contestants here and the entrants they're all a variety of things, but it sounds like there are more and more women who are becoming part of this. How does this program then, the Minnesota Cup, help spur that along?
Yeah, so we actually started a new initiative this year to really support and encourage more women to enter, because right now about 25% of companies in Minnesota are run by women, and we see that being as a great opportunity. If we can raise that number, more jobs could be created, new ideas to solve big problems could be presented, because we're bringing in a whole other demographic to the table.
All right, we have a minute left. I want to get Jeff and Manny, get your best advice for people sitting at home, and you're right in the middle of this right now. You said cash is the oxygen. You really need this. What's your best advice for somebody who may be watching this or may watch it online later and say, I have a good idea. I think maybe I can do something like this. What's your one best piece? We'll start with you, Jeff.
You know, if you have to do it, if something in your soul tells you that this is your purpose,
and you got to believe it in your soul,
don't you?
You
got to believe it, then do it. If you don't have to do it, then don't, because it is really hard, and you're going to need that passion.
Manny, what's your number one piece?
Same. I think Jeff hit it right on the head. It's you have to have the passion. You have to have the love for your product and the love for your brand and be able to work hard. This is not a 9-to-5 job. This is a 24 hours to 24 hours job. It's not seeing your family, not seeing your children, and not having free time to just go out and have drinks. You're really just working to, you know, to push your product forward. So just have the passion, have the drive, have the commitment, and have some support. Create some network of friends and some families that could be behind you and be there for you.
Hey, Melissa, when does this all wrap up? They said it started in March, right?
Yep, it concludes in September with our grand prize award event where the winner will receive up to $80,000.
And that would sure be nice. I mean, 80,000 is never a bad thing, is it? At any time, guys?
It would be a great reward.
It would be a great way to start the school year. Well, Jeff, Melissa, Jeff, and Manny, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
We
you.
very much appreciate it. If you'd like more information on the Minnesota Cup, we, of course, have set up a link on our website, myfox9.com.